What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel in this week's video. Today we've got a full day of eating for you. I'm filming this intro post the full day of eating. Honestly, I felt horrible that weekend, but I wanted to get the content done. I wanted to get it filmed for you and still show you what I eat in a day. It doesn't change if I'm ill or good, but I'm feeling a bit better now, so I thought I'd give you a better intro, a bit more energy, you know, because especially in the first bit before we go train, I'm a bit dead behind the eyes, so bear with me in the first bit of the video. But regardless, it doesn't take away from the fact I'm giving you a full day of eating, everything I do, macros, meals, all that good stuff. So without further ado, I'll let you get on with it and I'll see you next week. Right, so for meal one we got chicken breast. What I do is I use half the pack. It's I think it's a 500 gram pack. I'll double check. Oh, it says 640, but half the pack cooked weight is around 200-215 grams, which is a perfect amount. And then mix that in with some jasmine rice. Rice, easily absorbable. Jasmine rice is, I feel, the easiest to get down. Chicken's easily digestible as well. Low fat content, not going to get in the way of the uptake of all the nutrients that we need to train. No seasoning. I know, boring bodybuilder meal, but I didn't want anything to get in the way. Don't want no GI distress, don't want no ropey stomach basically when I go to train. But I'll eat this, and I'll put some more carbohydrates and amino acids into an inter-workout mix, inter-workout stack, if you will, which I'll drink as I'm training. Helps keep absorbing the carbs, keep absorbing the fuel to push through the session and finish as strong as we started, you know. So you should probably tell from my voice, I'm feeling a bit ill today. Nothing too major, not the 9+10, but I've got a bit of a head cold, so the session probably isn't going to be as brutal as ever. Might not hit PRs, but you know, when you get a bit of pre-workout down there, all goes out the window and you go absolutely sick anyway. But I won't post that on YouTube. I'll put that on my Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description below for that anyway. And yeah, without further ado, I'll let you know when it's all done. I'll catch you then. Right, so that's meal one. 250 grams of jasmine rice, bang on 200 grams of fresh chicken breast. As I was moving the setup around, I left it on a bit too long, so some of it's a little bit well done, we'll say. But at least you know I ain't gonna die of food poisoning. I'll get this down me, and I'll take you through my pre and intra-workout, because I guess that counts as well. Intra-workout kind of counts for the meal. I've already had a protein bar this morning, one of my protein's layered bars. I'll leave a link in the description below to shop my protein. Use my link, use my code, James Elborough, at checkout to get a discount. It's always changing the discounts. You can save a ridiculous amount of money. It's ridiculously cheap for such a high quality product. But I had one of those just because I was feeling a bit, like I said, feeling a bit rough this morning, so I just had one of them, get a bit of protein, get a bit of carbs in, some energy through the system, just so I could get up and go and film this video. Absolutely go destroy my legs. So I'm gonna get this down me quickly and then we'll move on to the pre. Right, I started off the intra-workout with carbohydrates. I'm using 24 grams today. I usually use around 20 grams, but a bit extra today because it's gonna be a horrible leg day. I'm gonna go out for a bit longer than the other workouts and I'm feeling rough, so I'm gonna need all the fuel that I can get and that I can digest. Cyclic dextrin formula, highly branched carbohydrates, really rapid absorption. It's great, it's the best you can get. I won't tell you where I got it from and all that stuff because they don't pay the bills. There's many brands that will do it. If you want to go on the cheaper side, because this can be a bit expensive, you can get maltodextrin, a lot cheaper than this, but you might find that it might play with your stomach a little bit if you've got a sensitive stomach. So you might be able to process it fine and go ahead, do that. It'll work just the same. This, just bit better quality, and in my opinion, if you're going to be eating so much food and digesting so much food, you want to give your insides as least work as possible, and putting it through the aggro of cheaper quality stuff, it's not really worth it in my opinion, in the longevity of things. So I'm going to be doing this for a long time. So yeah, 25 grams out, 24 today. Got amino acids. I've had to put it in a separate tub because I mentioned in the previous video, the My Protein bags are not made for clumsy, ham-fisted people like me. So I'll rip that bag. But however, we're going to put 10 grams of amino acids in here. About 3 rounded scoops, I'd say. But you know, if you've got scales, you can just jam it all in like I do. And that'll be the intra-workout, the mixture of those two. I'll put it in some water. I'm usually not as bougie as this and having high quality water, but last time I tried to fill up my water using the taps outside in my uni kitchen, it was like cloudy lemonade, and that has put me off using that from now on. So I used a cheaper water, but they were out of stock, so they wanted me to spend big bucks and buy premium water like Buxton. But Buxton at the moment is the cheapest in the shops. So that's what we're using today. Funnel it all in. And grab the lid. Give it a shake. And that's that. We're going to drink that through the workout. Just, yeah, during sets. Have a bit of this, a bit of that. And that'll be that. Pre-workout. Today's Rocket Fuel is also my protein. The pre-workout plus Rainbow Candy flavour. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is the best flavour pre-workout I've ever tried. I'm actually pretty low, so I'm going to just put the whole lot in. I'll tell you a little trick as well. If you want to get the most out and you're a cheap uni student like me, pour a little bit of water in. Give it a mix round, it'll get all the remnants out of the sides of the tub. And you pour it straight in. No pump formula today because I don't usually take pump formula on a leg day. My legs get absolutely filled up with blood anyway. They get a massive pump regardless. And I don't want to get a pump in my lower back, which I probably will do from taking the pump as well. Especially when we're doing like the Smith squats and the true squats where it does put a bit of extra pressure on. However, I also add creatine to my pre-workout stack. Just so it's done, it's out of the way. Excuse me, and it's taken. And that's that. I'm gonna get this mixed up, get myself to the gym. I'm running a bit late. And I'll catch you when I'm back for, well, meal 2 it'll be. Alright, so for meal 2, post-workout meal for today. The legs was absolutely savage. If you do want to check out the workout, then get yourself over to my page, link will be in the description. It's a good PR today as well. To meal 1 we got the same. Chicken breast fillets and jasmine rice. However, we've got some peri-peri seasoning. Now training's over and I don't have the scares of GI problems and ropey stomach, so we can get some real flavour on the food. I'll chop it up into little chunks just so it cooks nicer. The macros will be the same as the last meal. Add it all up and I'll put a total at the end of the video anyway. I don't weigh or track the calories for the seasoning, just for the main food itself. And I've gone for chicken here again instead of the mince. Is similar to the pre-workout. The focus of the food is going to be on the carb intake and absorb as much carbs as I can, so the fats will be lower. And as the day goes on, I'm going to increase fats, and that obviously be done through mince and a few other things. Get some seasoning on this. I've never tried the Sainsbury's peri seasoning, so I'm excited to give it a go. I'll let you know what I think of it. We're back, food's made. Do you know what, the chicken looks absolutely banging, it smells banging. I'm gonna give it a go for you, let you know how this seasoning tastes. Yeah, that's actually incredible. I highly recommend that. Let me get it for you. Peri seasoning by Sainsbury's. I think it cost me like 80p or £1. Probably lasts a while as well. I put quite a fair bit on it and it's definitely covered all the chicken, so maybe I could even use a little bit less. 227 grams of chicken. Maybe I will do the macros for this because it's a little bit higher in the chicken content. Yeah, 227 for chicken, 250 again for the rice. Same meal, bit of extra seasoning, low fats just to get the carbs running through, especially pre and post training, is where the carbs are most important. If you're gonna go low carbs because you want to lose weight, put your carbs around the training. Give yourself enough carbs pre-training to have a good session, so you're not just useless in the gym and not dying after one exercise. Have your intra carbs like I did as well to get you through that session even more. And then carbs after training is important for the recovery aspect as well as the protein as well, of course. But you need your carbs. If you're trying to get absolutely huge like I'm trying to do, have your carbs, have your carbs, have your carbs, every meal carbs, and push that weight up. So I'm gonna get through this, watch the rest of the Arsenal game, they're winning. So I'm a happy man right now, although I'm still dying. But I'll catch you all on meal 3 it'll be, so I'll catch you then. Right, for meal 3 we've got mince. Same old story with jasmine rice. This time, the seasoning choice is mixed herbs. Absolutely banging. So same again, about half the pack for each meal that I do. Usually weighs out at about 250 grams. More fats than the chicken, so I'll bump the calories up a fair bit more than the chicken would. One's nice and quick as well, only like 5 minutes. Like I said, only about 5 minutes, so put that in as well. Done in 5 minutes. That means you've got no excuse not to make this this meal especially, you've got no excuse not to make this, even on a busy schedule. I'm using mixed herbs from Sainsbury's. I'm a Tesco man usually, but Sainsbury's is closest to my uni, so that's what gets used. In these two meals, I had 2 Snack Jack rice cakes, smooth caramel flavour. They're amazing. I'll add that to the end of the video. Add that onto obviously the total daily intake. For the purpose of the video, I'm just going to show you the 5 main meals I eat during the day, and I'll just tell you as and when I eat other stuff, just to help bump up the calories as we're trying to push some weight right now. Saying that, the total calories for the day up until now is probably sitting at around 2200 after we eat this meal, and it's what, 5 o'clock, so we've got another 2 meals to get in. I'll eat at 7 and 9. My voice sounds alright on the camera. I can tell that it's not what it usually is, but yeah, I'm going to give you the excuse. I am ill. I did just go to war with leg day, so I'm sure you can let me off, eh? They overshot the mince a bit by 10 grams, so 260 grams of 5% fat mince, and again 250 grams of jasmine rice. Macros will be on the screen here anyway. And if you haven't watched this yet on Netflix, Pieces of Her, it'll be number 1 in your trending because it's sick. Make sure you go watch it. It's got the JDA seal of approval. I definitely recommend you watch this. I'm on episode 8, nearly finished probably. I'm not sure how many episodes there are, I don't usually check, but I'd imagine there's like 8 or 10. I'm gonna get through this and watch some more of this, and I'll catch you all for meal 4. For meal 4, we got same as the post-workout meal: chicken, peri-peri seasoning, 200 grams of chicken, 250 grams of rice. Apologies, but I forgot I was filming a full day of eating, so I've eaten quite a fair bit of it. I'm a massive fan of this seasoning. I can't get enough of it. It's gonna go on everything from now on. I'm gonna leave the macros up here. We're building up quite a nice total for the day. Good amount of protein and carbs for sure. The fats have been low. I know they're a bit low, as you'll see from when I post at the end. The fats will be low for today. I eat in catered halls, so during the week I have breakfast and meal 4 usually downstairs in a canteen, where the stuff's a bit less fat friendly. So the fats are accumulated on those days, and it'll be quite a high fat. What I've done here is my weekend full day of eating, and this is how I would eat if I wasn't in a catered hall. This is how I would eat every day at home when I'm not at uni. Let's maybe make some eggs in the morning for meal 1, but I'm going with chicken at the moment because I train after 1 meal on the weekends. I feel that having the chicken and rice, easy digestible, good source of carbs, rather than having to mess about with carbs with a carb source on top of the eggs, just for convenience. And if you're like me, you don't really get sick of food and you're happy to eat the simple, most boring meals, I can plough through this chicken, I can plough through the mince, I don't get bored, I'm indiscriminate with the food, I get it in, get on with the day. It's all about getting the food in. When you're eating to the point where you don't want to eat and you're making yourself eat for the pursuit of gains basically, and absolute size, kind of don't really care about the taste, you just want to get it down you. On the other hand, when you're losing weight, everything tastes amazing because you're so hungry and you're craving food, you're desperate to get them calories in because your body's just scrambling for energy. But this is banging regardless of what I'm eating. I'm going to nerd out on the Arnolds. It's the finals today, so I want to see how everyone's getting on, and I'll catch you all for the last meal of the day. I'll do a fancy time lapse for you, so I'll catch you all after that.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast.
Right, so final meal of the day. As you can tell from the time lapse, got mince and rice, some mixed herb seasoning on top, makes it taste that little bit better. 282 for the mince and 242, I think it was, for the rice. This takes the total calories for the day to 3790, I think it is altogether. Nearly 3,800 calories, probably a bit over than that with the pre-workout. Now I don't take my pre-workout into consideration into my daily intakes. 4,000 calories usually at the moment. Today's been a bit of a low day. Obviously I'm not exactly feeling too great, but I'm trying to eat as much as I can, get some food in. Feeling like death on top of a leg day as well, which makes you feel like death. So I'm feeling like double death right now, getting that last bit of food in before I get to bed. I'm going to leave here the total macros for the day, so you have the calories, the protein, carbs and fat in whatever order I choose to put them in. I even got above 500 carbs today, which is the main thing that I'm trying to do right now, keep the carbs high and get as much into my workouts as I can, push the size as much as we can. And fats was really low today, I think even lower than 50 grams. Usually, I think I might have mentioned it before, usually my fats are a little bit higher than that. Yeah, that concludes my current full day of eating as a uni student, trying to put on size as a bodybuilder. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, click the bell so you know exactly when I upload, so you don't miss a second or miss an upload. Share it to a friend, maybe they might need help with their eating. If you need help, if you need more help and want to talk about this, have any questions for me, make sure to drop me a DM. Link to my Instagram's in the description anyway, so click on that, drop me a DM, and we can talk. Leave a comment down below, you know, any ideas or anything you want to see from me, content-wise. I'm open to ideas. Now that I'm going to continue going through my workouts and talk through videos, they seem to be doing really well. You seem to be enjoying them, so I'm going to keep them up. I've got a few more workouts on my split to do. I think the width focus back day and the chest day are still to be done for the channel. It's hard to do the back because I train on Mondays and I train later on in the day. I've got a busy day on Mondays, so it's a bit too crowded for me to be filming everywhere and that. It's going to get in the way of everyone. But I'll be sure to film my next chest workout and post that when I can. Might even throw another leg workout in from the weekend. I'm using different equipment than I was for my previous leg day, so if you don't have as much equipment as I showed in the previous leg day, but you have access to the equipment, like for example, I won't use a squat press and the standing pendulum squat. I'll use a regular leg press and Smith squats where I hold the wraps in front of me. If you want to find out all about that, I'll make a video, I'll talk you through it all. And also have that true squat, which I don't have at the other gym, where I'd use a hat squat instead. So it's a completely different workout, so it warrants another video. So maybe I'll add that into next week or the week after, one of the following videos. Keep up to date what's going on with me. But that's all for now, and I'll catch you all next week. I'm out.